I've been playing with my life. And the devil had me. He had me so deep. Everything was validated and I could negotiate why I was doing it. I was addicted.
You know, whoever said men will choose themselves really wasn't joking, because what nonsense is this? This is so the reason I played that clip, it's Mpumeli Dwaba's podcast, and Cassper Nyovest went there, and he was basically saying he's found God, and yeah, he's changing his ways. He was messing up a lot, and he was a promiscuous man, if I can put it like that, but he was cheating essentially. And then so given the recent news, Bex went to her Instagram. She's celebrating her birthday, and she shared that her son was sadly diagnosed with cancer, and he was only 8 months in. So his son was born in 2020, if I'm not mistaken, the 12th of September. And 8 months in, which is 2021, he was diagnosed with cancer. So for the next 2 years, which is 2022, 2023, Khoto was battling cancer. And I'm going to read the whole post so that it makes sense, whatever it is that I'm trying to explain. But for the next 2 years, Khoto was busy battling cancer. And guess what Cassper Nyovest was doing? He was cheating. And guess who he was cheating with? The current wife that he recently married out of the blue. And the sad part about all of this is Cassper went on that podcast, and I'm going to read an article from Times Live where he stated that he has been celibate or single for the past 2 years. For the past 2 years, the very same 2 years, because there's no other 2 years in between where he was dating Bex, and there's the baby, and Bex is also dealing with the cancer issue. There's no other 2 years except 2022 and 2023. And Cassper is stating that he was single, he was celibate, he was not having any intercourse, if I can put it like that. This is messy to say the least. Messy. But let me read what Bex shared on her Instagram, and then I'll explain everything. So she said, this birthday hits different. The last few years have been something, and looking back now, I'm filled with gratitude. Who'd have thought I'd be here? Not in pieces, but in peace. The tears that were once in silence are now from laughing out loud. I'm actually in awe of the goodness of God. How am I so deserving of this unconditional love, His covering and grace? Even when I was unfaithful to Him, He remained faithful to me. I've always heard God is found in certain locations. I didn't know I'd find Him at my lowest and most broken. At 8 months, my son was diagnosed with cancer. At 8 months, my son was diagnosed with cancer, an entire different world. I always stood on protection and privacy, trying to maintain the world, and my world was a marathon on its own. I lived in an oncology hospital for 2 years with my son as he underwent chemotherapy and life-threatening surgery. In the depth of fighting cancer, I was hit with the curveball of infidelity. The woman knew me and knew about my son's condition and made no mistake with flaunting their relationship. After finding out, he ended it with her and tried to make amends with me. I couldn't trust someone who can hurt me at my lowest, as you should. You shouldn't, Vel. And then she said, or allow another woman to disrespect his woman. Considering everything we had been through, it was more of the timing than the infidelity. He later married her. Rich. And trust and believe, Bex is a better woman than most women. Other people would have outed Cassper a long time ago. But yeah, let's continue reading. So she said, in between home discharges and a new project I started, I had to stop my life, put aside my own emotions, and show up for my baby. And this time, his health was more important than my heart. One thing we will do is enjoy the world. Faith and family was the remedy of everything. Both families understood the mandate. Living and loving is what we stand on. Landing in the center of God's hand, he had me exactly where he needed me. I gave my life to Jesus. I entered the era of isolation. He placed me in his sacred place. He worked my character and renewed my mind and restored my heart. The work hasn't stopped. I died to self daily. He continued to mold me as the perfect potter he is. I'm fully in my Jesus girl era, walking in love and forgiveness. Most days are better than others, yet peace remains. I'm yet to see what God has for me. More reasons to celebrate life today. My son is cancer free, and it's all glory to God. And this is exactly what I meant, that men will constantly choose themselves. So he decided cheating was far better for him. It made more sense to him to cheat on the very same woman that is going in and out of the hospital taking care of his son, the mother of his baby, his only son, unless he has other children that we don't know about. But this is, it says everything about his character, and also the woman that he married. It says everything about both of them, and the fact that they're constantly going clubbing. And I don't want to judge people about their lifestyles, because if that works for you and your marriage, then it works for you. But given the circumstances, the fact that Puleng, I think her name is Puleng, the fact that Puleng knew that Bex is dealing with a sick child who has cancer, it's not even just some flu that's gonna pass by in 2 weeks, but cancer for 2 years, and you were busy seeing this person. You were seeing a man who, like, women will never cease to surprise me. The fact that women like this exist, and I don't even want to make it a bullying issue, but it's a society issue. Like, we have problematic women. We have women who are willing to throw anyone and everyone under the bus for a man with money. And I feel like this is literally, that's the whole reason why she would have done that. It's because maybe she wanted the status, she wanted to be, because whatever, man. I really won't understand their logic. This is the same thing as Mihlali, who knew that that man was married, so she couldn't wait. It's the same thing as Istori Sarah Mihlali, that Mihlali couldn't wait until Leroy was legally divorced and then start dating him. But she had to be there. She had to be the other woman. Let me leave it there. I find it distasteful. I don't understand women that do such things. I don't understand men that are capable of doing such. But yeah, let us know what you think on the comment section about this whole Cassper Nyovest and Bex situation. And don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you.